Hi, Joao. Let's take a look at your new set of essays. This is the terrible restaurant. Let's see what you wrote. Dear Sir, Madam, I am contacting you in relation to my visit at your restaurant located at Kent Street last evening. Firstly, I booked a table for 8 p.m. and had to wait to be seated until 8:30 p.m. Despite the delay, was raining at the time, and one of your employees did not allow us to wait inside the establishment. My wife had her feet soaked by the rain. Okay, so you want to say here, apart from the delay, it was raining at the time, and one of your employees did not allow us to wait inside the establishment. Full stop. As a result, my wife's feet got soaked. Okay? Secondly, I ordered the chef's choice and the same was served cold. I have to express my frustration. My meal was cold. My meal was served cold. The plate presentation was not the same as shown in the menu. It was exaggerated salty and with a strong taste of roots. When I asked the manager about it, the same could not give me a proper answer to justify what happened, telling me that the chef was not there and offered me dessert instead. All right, let's fix some of the grammar here. Secondly, I ordered the chef's choice, and this was served cold. Then you say again, my meal was served cold, so I don't know why. This was frustrating to me, and the plate presentation, or how about this? No. Let's see. Secondly, I ordered the chef's choice, and this was served cold. On top of that, the plate presentation was not the same as shown in the menu. Furthermore, it was extremely salty and with a strong taste of roots. I don't know what that means. When I asked the manager about it, not the same. He could not give me a proper answer and justified what happened, telling me that the chef was not there and offered me dessert instead. Due to all the problems at your restaurant, I request a full refund of my expenses. Careful, expenses is what you want to hear. And also, I will give you a suggestion, and then here you want to use a colon, not a comma. If you intend to keep your restaurant quality standard, you should invest in your crew as a guarantee that situations like mine will not happen with other customers. Regards, Ben Smith. Okay, that's fine. There were some problems with the other paragraphs. This was a little better in terms of the grammar. You completed everything you were supposed to do. It's fine. At some point, I felt like your tone wasn't really as formal as I wanted. I think I gave you some suggestions about how you could fix some of the language, okay? Like this. Wasn't really crazy about that. Some of the grammar was off, but I think you have the information you need in order to make your corrections. Let's talk about this marriage and birth essay. The issue of early weddings followed by a pregnancy before 30s has grown in importance over the past few years. This is a common dream, not between. This is a common dream for many women. Okay? Well, not just many women, many men too, I think. So this is a common dream for many. Okay, without saying men or women. But nowadays, this dream is facing drastic changes due to many factors. Globalization, economic crises, and increasing population numbers are contributing to that. I strongly believe that couples need to be aware, and I don't know what you mean by convicts. Convicts means something different, okay? They're not in jail. Although, well, I'm not going to go there. Okay. I strongly believe that couples need to be aware, and I really don't know what you're trying to say. Before deciding to have children, why don't you just say in their 20s? Maybe that's better than before 30s. Because we usually use the possessive in their 20s and your 30s, in ones with an apostrophe s. All right. Although an early marriage and pregnancy is a desire for many couples, there are some factors that need to be considered. Firstly, due to the world economic crises, which made the number of available jobs decrease considerably, and also the real estate industry increasing prices exponentially directly. What's going on here? Hold on, I'm confused. You don't have a full sentence here. Okay, so firstly, get rid of this. The world economic crisis, made the number of available jobs decrease considerably. And also, the real estate industry increased prices exponentially, directly affecting millions of people in their dreams of creating a family and buying a first residence. That's a long sentence. I think I fixed it, though. I think I did. Secondly, the cost of living is reaching numbers that average salaries cannot afford. For example, a study from Boston University, capital U, showed that nearly 1/3 of the newlyweds in which the couples were under 30 do not intend to have children. The central reason behind this is the uncertainty of being able to provide a decent life for their children. Okay, so what's the takeaway? Therefore, what can we conclude? However, this scenario was a tendency for, our reality these days. I firmly believe that the situation is a negative development in the society. Many families are being not constituted, are being created late or not even starting. For example, women having babies after 35 years old is a risk not only for the mother's health, but also for the baby. Not only, but also. The child can be born with malformation and very weak, with a risk of developing diseases due to their fragile immune system. The same applies to the mother, who can face serious health problems and also a big risk of losing the child. Let's see. Okay. All right, interesting. Good. To conclude, a mature decision must be made for the couple. Not only the desire of an early marriage with many sons, but more important than that, if they would be able to provide the basics for the children, like a healthy environment, education, and support. In my opinion, a balance between the desire versus reality must be taken into consideration before taking a decision. After that, within the couple limit, decide a proper age to get married and have their children. I have no idea what this sentence means. I can't fix it. I tried. I don't know how to fix it. Okay, so first of all, there are some areas of grammar that are awkward, that create a lack of coherence. Okay, not like one place or two, but there were, I think, a few areas where I just was unclear. You did something interesting with your answer here. There were two questions here. So the one question was, is it a positive or negative development? To what extent do you support it? I always find these really kind of confusing for students to write. I like that you said clearly it's a negative development. So I felt like you were addressing that question head on, and I liked that. Having said that, though, I don't know really then what the purpose of this paragraph was. It was kind of just like telling us a state of affairs of the world today. So I don't really know where this paragraph fits in here. There are a couple of different ways I have seen this essay written successfully. They talk about why it's a bad thing, and then they talk about how it also has numerous good positive implications. And so then they decide that on the whole, you know what, yeah, I support it. It is a positive development. So that's one way people do it. You did it a little differently. I'm on the fence. I think it was successful. So for me, the biggest problem was some of that awkwardness. There was quite a bit of awkwardness. So that's what I want you to really look at now and revise if you can. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Let's see what else we have. Okay, go ahead and do that, and I'll wait for your next essays, your correction, and your error correction list. So go ahead, and I will wait for your next set of essays. Good luck.